in the process of making that shoe, you begin to make a video and you are telling a story. You know, I see this leather I'm going to be using for this shoe. You understand? This is sole I want to be using. See the way I see the environment I kept the leather, all these things. Now you compile this thing. This is what people are buying these days. They are buying meaning, the story. The way you structure your story that make shoe. You understand? You are just a startup and all. So there are some things that are very important, but most of them don't do it. And if you check those people that are doing it, you will see that because these days people don't really buy. Let's say you want to buy shoe, they don't really buy shoe. They buy meaning.
Yes.
Meaning they want to be part of your stories. They want to be part of your story. And you are in the process of making that shoe, you begin to make a video and you are telling a story. You know, I see this leather I'm going to be using for this shoe. You understand? This is sole I want to be using. See the way I see the environment I kept the leather, all these things. Now you compile this thing. This is what people are buying these days. They are buying meaning, the story. The way you structure your story properly, because most of the time people they don't know how to communicate their story effectively to their target audience. They just want to do everything. You understand?
Without a story. There's always a story.
Imagine you now. Let me ask you a question. Imagine you want to buy a shoe and you go online. You saw a good shoe. You like well displayed, well packaged. They just snap it and put it on social media. And someone that show you the process, how it arrives there. You understand? Show you from head to toe the storyline. Which one will you buy?
You would even trust that person more because this person tells you how they got their products. This person tells you the crafts it involves, all the sweat it takes in making that product, that shoe. They are telling you that we are thinking of you, we have you in our mind while making this product. That's why we ensure that, okay, even when buying the leather, we want to ensure that we're buying something that will be comfortable for you. And guess what? The brand that goes through that process of telling the story will not just stop there. They will take it a step further to show you how pleasing and how satisfying the comfort it brings to the person that wears that same shoe.
True.
Now, when they do that, you are telling a story and you are calling people to come be a part of that story.
Yes.
Now, your message now is this. You can also have this and enjoy luxury, be comfortable when you step out and look glamorous and feel good about yourself when you also use these products. So don't be a part of the community that is using this particular product. So now such a person is looking at a community.
Now that's where we are going. The community, that community. You know, many people now they buy into community just to feel identified with the kind of products. Imagine iPhone. Most people don't even know how some people don't even know how iPhone works, but they just want to show you that I'm using iPhone. They want to be identified with that particular brand because that brand has sold themselves to the point that